Okay, today I'm going to be talking about Pokemon because there's a lot of things that, like, I look at the game, the TV show, and apparently there's a manga, and it makes me question some of the things that go on in a Pokemon world. One thing, for instance, is where do they get food other than just fruits and stuff? Like, I've seen them eat meat, I've seen them have eggs, I've seen them eat all sorts of stuff, but like it makes me question how are they able to do it, considering the fact that there's no other animals besides the Pokemon themselves, and it's like, do they kill the Pokemon and eat them? And if they do, where are the bodies? It's like you just have to wonder that, like, where do they, like, that's what I want to see in the TV show. Where do the bodies lie? Like, Ash is walking along, it's like, oh, poor Tauros, never stood a chance. And then, like, and then my next thing is, like, how would because I can't see a human taking on, like, a Tauros or something and be like, we're having dinner tonight, and surviving, it's like, without another Pokemon's help. And how can another Pokemon be like, yeah, I'm gonna have to kill you so he doesn't eat me too? It's like, how would that go down? That's probably how the first Pokemon battle started. The battle for food. Either you're gonna get eaten or I am, and I don't want to get eaten. And only recently I've seen a skeleton, and that was of a Dragonite in the TV show, and that's pretty much about it. But like, I remember, well, because another thing is having eggs, because when Pokemon go bow bow, there's always they have an egg, which means there's a Pokemon inside. I've never seen an egg where it's just an egg and you go have an omelet tonight, boys. I never seen that, so it makes me wonder. And those are pretty big eggs, so it's like they could serve like a whole family. It's like an ostrich egg. So it makes you wonder, like, how they get the rest of their stuff, I've noticed, like, I remember, during the first Pokemon, it's like there was only very few types, like electric, fire, water, like natural stuff, and they weren't all mixed. Like, there's no, except for like certain types, but like there weren't, like, nowadays it's like you see a whole bunch of mixed ones, like fire and psychic. There's a water ground type. There's a bug fire type. It's just a whole bunch of mixed up stuff. Excuse me, just had lunch. Woo! And it makes you wonder, like, where the heck do they get all this? Like what's the thought process in that? And I remember when Pokemon were actually unique looking, and they didn't seem like they were. There was only one Pokemon that looked like it was created by man, and that was Porygon. Sorry, I'm a little hyper today. But like now there's like several different types, like that trash Pokemon. Dang, there's that trash Pokemon. Like if you read your my DS is somewhere. The game in the DS, it says that it was created by whatchamacallit, it's like it was chemical waste mixed with the garbage and it creates a Pokemon. I'm like, I thought that does not make any sense. I can understand if like you do with a radioactive, like, this camera's being ridiculous. I'm sorry if there's so many but yeah, it's like it makes you wonder, like, makes you wonder a whole bunch of stuff. It makes me think, like, maybe in other regions, people are getting Pokemon get a little crazy with each other. Like, let's do a little bit of inbreeding, so then we create a water ground type or a bug fighter type. And if a bug and a fire type got together, wouldn't the bug Pokemon like burn up for some reason? If they did, which would be kind of freaky. And like, if people in the Pokemon world were like people here in the normal world, I want to see a Pokemon mixed with a human. I do. I'm not saying I want to, like, you better get onto it, but I'm just saying I would like to see something like that. Like, because because there's people here in this world that are fascinated by having sex with animals. There must be someone in the Pokemon world who's fascinated about having sex with Pokemon. And then, of course, there's probably someone fascinated about having sex with dead Pokemon, so that's even creepier in the thought. And you're probably thinking, why are you thinking of this? I'm like, I don't know! I took my medicine today, I swear! It's not on the counter anymore. I'm just really hyper. No, I'm not mental, I'm just very hyper. I had a root beer. But seriously, like I want to see some comparisons in that. That'd be pretty cool. But like I've never seen Pokemon attack each other in some cases, like actually kill each other, because like in the new one there's an anteater, and then there's this, it's like a fire anteater, and then there's this steel ant durant. I don't exactly know, but I know that they're right next to each other on the chart, and this says the anteater uses his hot tongue to melt through the armor and eat Durant's innards. I'm like, ugh. Yeah, that's got to be like on a late night Pokemon show. Oh my gosh. But like Pokemon's the only show I've seen where there isn't a girl. Only anime show I've seen where there is a girl that does not have big bouncing boobs. Which, touche to you for lasting so long without them. I can just see now. Hi, blue, 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 blue. Yeah, and in some logic, in the sense of, like, I remember, I think I was able to use electric type on a rock Pokemon, and it actually like did some special damage. I'm like, woo, and now it doesn't. And it says, um, grass moves are super effective against rock types, and I'm like, well, what happens if you have a weak Bellsprout against like a massive Onix? You'd be like, use Razor Leaf, and the Onix will just laugh when it goes think. Oh wow, that was super effective. It makes you it makes me wonder. So I'm just hoping I'm not the only one, and people are gonna be laughing at me. I just hope they're laughing with me rather than, yeah. But I think that's gonna be it. My hair's still a little messed up, so. And I'm home alone finally, so this is a good time for me to, excuse me, to be making a video. So, yeah, peace!